Hi readers, welcome to Novels with Nat. It is currently about almost 10:30 at night on the 24th of November, and I was about to get ready for bed, and I saw that the Goodreads Choice Awards round 2 books have been announced, and so I cannot go to bed. I have to check it, and so I have to film this video right now. I definitely can't wait till the morning. So initially Goodreads released their top 20, and then everybody got to vote, and so now we get to see which 10 people voted for and which 10 have made it to the second round where we can then vote for the winner. I'm going to be looking specifically at the mystery thriller category. That's the one I've been kind of watching this year. I'm very excited to look at this. So first I'll say I did a video initially predicting the top 20. If you haven't watched it yet, go and check it out. In this video, I basically went through just all of the books that I thought were getting a lot of hype and a lot of people were talking about it. And I looked at their average ratings as well as the number of readers. And I put together my prediction of what I thought the top 20 was going to look like. I ended up doing fairly well, or better than I thought I would. I ended up getting 15 out of 20 correct. I then did a second video, this one right here, where I reacted to the top 20 once it was actually announced. And then I also, based off of that top 20, predicted what I thought the top 10 was going to be, and then I predicted the winner. Just as a refresher, this was the top 20 that was announced from Goodreads, and then all of the ones with a check mark are the ones that I predicted that were going to be in the top 10. So let me just refresh my memory. I chose The Intruder, King of Ashes, Not Quite Dead Yet, The Perfect Divorce, Don't Let Him In, The Tenant, We're All Guilty Here, Beautiful Ugly, You Killed Me First, and The Crash. So that's just a quick recap. Now I want to go and see what the actual top 10 is. I'm very excited for this. I don't know why. I'm just very into the Goodreads Choice Awards and just seeing what ends up winning, what makes it, what's popular. I understand that it's a popularity contest and it's not necessarily the best books, but I just still find it very fun. All right, so I'm going to screen record my computer so you guys can see what I'm seeing. I have not looked at this at all. I have no clue any of the books that have made it. I'm just going to find out real time right now. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm trying not to look. Oh my gosh. Okay. Vera Wong, I don't think I put that one. Don't Let Him In. I think I had that one. Oh, the Richard Osman made it. Don't think I put that one either. Okay, The Perfect Divorce I did have. Dan Brown made it. Oh my gosh. There's no way. The Karen Slaughter, Holly Jackson I had. The Tenant by Frida McFadden. King of Ashes and Beautiful Ugly. Oh my gosh. So only two. Okay, two. Wait, did only one Frida McFadden made it? Yeah, only one Frida McFadden. That's crazy. I mean, I'm happy with that. I don't think her books necessarily deserve to win really ever. But I'm trying to remember back. The three that were nominated were The Intruder, The Tenant, and The Crash. Of the three, The Tenant is what made it, but that would definitely be my least favorite of the three. So that's interesting. Also, I'm not surprised to see the book that I voted for in the first round was Famous Last Words by Gillian McAllister. I wasn't expecting it to make it here, but yeah, so it didn't make it. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm voting for, but this is a bit surprising to me. I was not expecting to see Dan Brown for sure. I was not expecting to see these sequels, Vera Wong or Richard Osman. I guess sequels do tend to make it into the top list. I'm not sure. I guess people who really enjoy the first one will vote for the second one. Um, that's very interesting. I'm just trying to think right now what I would vote for because nothing is calling out to me. I have not read Vera Wong. I have not read Don't Let Him In. I haven't read Richard Osman. I did read The Perfect Divorce, but I didn't love it. I didn't even really like it that much. I gave it 3 stars, I think. Haven't read Dan Brown. Haven't read Karen Slaughter. I read Not Quite Dead Yet. It was fine, 3.5 stars, but nothing like that I was obsessed with. The Tenant I read, I gave 2 stars. King of Ashes is on my TBR, but I have not read it. And I just finished Beautiful Ugly last night and I gave it 3 stars. So nothing is really calling out to me. Okay, so of the top 10, I've currently read 4. There are also quite a few on this top 10 that I'm not even interested in remotely. The only other one that is on my TBR currently is King of Ashes. So I'm thinking I was going to vote with you guys all right now, but I'm thinking what I want to do is in the next 5 days, if I could read King of Ashes, I think that's my best bet because I have a feeling I would vote for King of Ashes. So I love S.A. Cosby. I have a strong feeling that if I had read King of Ashes going into this, I definitely would have voted for it. I don't want to vote for a book that I haven't read. That's just my personal preference. So I think what I'm going to do is read King of Ashes over the next 5 days or before whenever these votes are due. I think we have about 5 days. And then I can cast my vote for what I want to win. It would definitely be between King of Ashes or Not Quite Dead Yet. Those are the only two that I really could see myself voting for. Beautiful Ugly was entertaining, but it was just, I mean, I'll talk more about it in my wrap up. It was just a bit ridiculous for me. But yeah, this is surprising. I'm going to do a quick comparison back with my original prediction and just double check how many I got correct. All right, so I quickly looked back. This is the top 10, and then the ones with the check marks are the ones that I had predicted would be in the top 10. So it looks like I got 7 out of 10 correct, which I guess isn't terrible. Not as good as my top 20 prediction. I got 75% right in the top 20. Looks like I got 70% in the top 10. I mean, I'll take it. It could have been worse, but definitely there are some shockers with this that I was not expecting. I was going back and forth between if I thought all three Frida McFadden's were going to make it, or if because she had 3 nominated, if that would mean that her sort of readership and fans, it would kind of dilute their votes and kind of split the votes between her 3 books. And it looks like that's definitely what happened. I'm very interested that The Tenant was the winner of the 3. Definitely was my least favorite of the 3, but that's interesting. Okay, so it looks like I incorrectly predicted the winner because my initial guess or prediction was that The Intruder by Frida McFadden was going to win, and it didn't even make the top 10. So I was wildly wrong. Um, Honestly, I don't know what is going to win. I mean, if I had to make a second guess at this point, maybe I would guess The Tenant, I guess. Um, but yeah, honestly, I don't have any kind of strong thought or opinion. So yeah, I think my plan, as I said, is I'm going to read King of Ashes and then I will cast my vote. But I think my vote will be either for Not Quite Dead Yet or King of Ashes. It depends what I think of the S.A. Cosby book. I rated Not Quite Dead Yet 3.5 stars. I rated Beautiful Ugly 3.5 as well. Uh, so I mean, I don't really have a strong opinion on any of these, which is kind of sad. Usually I like to see one in the top 10 that I'm like, yes, I love that book, 5 stars, and it makes the vote really clear. But when the highest that I've given any of these books is 3.5, I don't know. It's just not as exciting. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are of the top 10. Also, let me know what you're going to be voting for in this top 10. I'm very interested to know. So I think that's it for this video. It's like 10 something at night. I'm going to go to bed soon, but I just really had to look at this and I'm kind of disappointed, if I'm honest. My initial reaction is disappointed. I think a lot of the books that didn't make it were actually better books, better thrillers, in my opinion. But again, I know this is like, it's just about popularity, it's about enjoyment. So I totally get that. So I think my plan now for these awards is just, I'll probably just post a quick video on the day that the winners are announced and we can just look at the winners together and I'll give you kind of my reaction and thoughts. That should be a really quick video. But that's it for this one. So I'm going to head to bed. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.